Oh, I come from a land from a faraway place where Magilla gorillas roam, where your picnic baskets are no longer safe. It's chaotic, but hey, it's home. When the wind's from the east and the sun's in the west, and the Scooby snacks taste just right, come on down, stop on by, ride with Shaggy and I to another Arabian Night. So I don't know if I would count this as a movie, but it is an hour long and Wikipedia lists it as a movie, so here we are. There are a few interesting facts about this movie at least. This would be the last time Scooby would be voiced by Don Messick until his unfortunate death in 1997, and Casey Kasem's last time voicing Shaggy until What's New Scooby Doo in 2002, all because he refused to voice Shaggy for a Burger King hamburger commercial because Casey is a vegetarian. This also could have potentially ruined Hanna-Barbera as a whole, due to being such a major departure from their style, feeling less like a Hanna-Barbera show and more like an attempt at copying both Disney and Animaniacs at the same time. If it weren't for the next few Scooby-Doo movies, this probably would have been the last time we'd ever see Scooby-Doo. It was the last time we saw Yogi Bear in anything major period until his live-action movie in 2010. Shaggy and Scooby are hired to be royal food tasters for an Arabian caliph. After screwing up and devouring all the food, Shaggy pretends to be a woman to avoid being executed. From here we just get story time with the story of Aladdin and Sinbad, with Yogi and Boo Boo as the genies in Aladdin, or Aliyah Dean due to the gender roles being reversed, and Magilla Gorilla as Sinbad the Sailor. I'm gonna be totally honest, this one isn't good. The animation is nothing special, it's generic TV animation. Bright, colorful, limited movements, not really bad, just bland. Like this was a pilot for a TV show rather than a movie. The story as well is really weak. I like the idea of Shaggy and Scooby being royal food tasters, but they really only run with that for like the first third before they just abandon it for traditional Arabian tales. This is hardly a Scooby-Doo property since Scooby and Shaggy are barely in it. Now the stories could have been good in order to make up for the lack of Shag and Scoob, but even they aren't great. The story of Aliyah Dean is super basic, and I think it kind of defeats the purpose of the original story because it revealed Aliyah Dean was a princess all along, which means she can marry the prince. Doesn't really register as well as a royal marrying a commoner regardless of status because true love and all that. And Yogi and Boo Boo don't really add anything outside of food related joke. Yes, Yogi loves to eat, we know this. At least the visual of Haman controlling the universe is cool. The story of Sinbad isn't good, it's just slapstick after slapstick, but not even like good slapstick. I'm sorry, I was never a fan of Magilla Gorilla. His cartoons always kind of bored me, especially compared to the likes of Adam Ant, Dick Dastardly, and Scooby Doo. And then after that, the movie just kind of ends. You did not earn that Scooby Dooby Doo at the end. This movie really should have just been called like Hanna-Barbera Presents Arabian Nights or something, because this really has nothing to do with Scooby. I'm sorry this review is so short, but there's really nothing to say about this one. It's barely a Scooby-Doo movie. 2 out of 10. Not completely pointless, but your time is spent better with another movie, like this next one. Yeah, this is the one. You know what it is. Now we're getting into good shit territory. Join me next time, cause it's terror time again. It's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. My name is Crit. Thanks for watching.